Honestly, I think about it and I'm like, well, what if underneath it all, I'm just kind of a bitch? Should I do the Netflix documentary intro? Would that be too much? Yeah, because this isn't a documentary. Is it? I guess it's more like documenting myself. A video journal of sorts? I don't know. But a few months ago, I had hoped to continue my YouTube channel and do it regularly and post videos regularly, but a lot of things changed, a lot of things happened, and honestly, creative steam evaporated, sucked dry. So in April, my co author, Roy, and I agreed that I was going to take some time off, which I did from our May and June. And then I said, you know what? I want a third month. Let's just go with July as well. And then July ended, and I was supposed to get back into writing the beginning of August this month. And I couldn't do it. And coming out of 3 months of not focusing on the book, where I thought, okay, I'm rejuvenated, I've done some soul searching, I've written little short stories, fictional essay, been painting, sketching, playing the flute. I've gone back to the gym, I've gone on drives, I've gone on hikes, I've gone up to Canada, I've booked a flight for September. Like all of these things, all of this stuff that I feel like I pushed out of my life, or my life became very small and very centered around the book. But towards the end of July, burgeoning on, all right, we're going to get back to work in August, I just felt like I didn't really know. I didn't know who I was. And there's aspects to this that maybe I'll get into in another video, but this video is more or less to reintroduce myself, reintroduce the purpose of this channel. I turn 40 at the end of this year. And I have come to understand aspects of my personality that I would say a part of me is very embarrassed and ashamed of. Parts of me are just like, well, how was I supposed to know? And parts of me are like, well, isn't this how everybody operates? I can only speak from my experience as a Black woman, but the personalities that we put on to appease other people, the characteristics we have to assume on a regular basis in order to be seen as not angry, not bitchy, not too loud, pleasant, palatable. Yeah. And I am coming to the realization that I'm not quite sure who and what I am without putting on so many masks. I never kind of fit the definition, the stereotype, the image of what so many people assign to what a Black woman is supposed to be like. And so you scramble to figure it out so that you're not the weirdo. And then you got to code switch between that and yourself and interacting with non-Black people. And somewhere along the way, when that's your constant interaction, is switching up between who you're around, you kind of, at least for me, it just feels like if I don't put on the mask, I don't really know who I am. And if I don't put on the mask, there's the insecurity that, oh, they're not going to like me. And this was something that built up with my co-author, Roy Qualls, who has known me since I was 7 years old. He's my mom's best friend. Our families are close. He's very supportive, he's very loving, he's very kind. But in the process of writing the book, which is such a complicated and enmeshed experience, I assumed the mask that I have to wear for him. For 3 years, that's a really long time to not just completely be yourself. I told Roy, I need to take some time. I know I just took some time, but it wasn't enough time. In order to go back into writing and co-authoring, I really feel like I have to have a firmer idea of who the hell I am and be absolutely okay with that raw, unmasked version of myself. Honestly, I think about it and I'm like, well, what if underneath it all, I'm just kind of a bitch? So that's what I'm going to be sharing and talking about. And I don't really want questions. What I would rather see and receive is to learn other people's stories, journeys, difficulties. I know I can't be the only 39-year-old black woman who is suddenly saying, oh shit, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm not all the way who I think I am.